Ladies and gentlemen, friends, my wife and I would like to join... My wife and I would like to thank you all for joining us on this special day. As you may have noticed, it is rather individual and very us. We're overjoyed that there are so much fur, feathers and tweed on display. Thank you for making the effort, and we really hope that you've enjoyed the day so far. I will be asking you to make a toast during this speech. You may have noticed that in the centre of the tables there's a bottle of our finest sloe gin. Please feel free, if you wish, to add some to your bubbles to make what we like to call a pink whippet for the toasts, and then enjoy from then on. Mike, thank you very much for your speech and welcoming me into your family, or should I say, back into your family. I had an inkling that this story may well make an appearance in your speech, and Gabby and I discussed an appropriate response. We didn't think that cheap jibes at the expense of Wiltshire folk or six-toed grandchildren were appropriate. Therefore, we decided to liken ourselves to the royal family. If we too can aspire to more than 60 happily married, albeit slightly inbred years together, we will count ourselves very fortunate. We know that a number of you have travelled a considerable distance and made sacrifices to be here, and some even made it out of London. But seriously, we've got Hunter and Caroline, who flew over from Hong Kong, my best man, George and Noah and Lou, who drove over from Germany, to name but a few. Thank you all for making the effort. It would not be as special without you all here. Now, those of you who are fortunate enough to be married will know that the organisation and effort required to produce an event like this is immense. And although Gabby's been wonderful, we do have several people to extend our thanks to. Firstly, our parents, Chris and Mike, Jane and Richard, Mum and Dad. Thank you for the past 32 years and your emotional and financial support, especially since January. Chris and Mike, thank you for raising such a wonderful daughter. I can promise you that I will always love her, and thank you for allowing me to marry her.
Early days.
To my parents, Mum, Dad, thank you very much for always being there for me. On today it means so much, so thank you. To all members of our family who have assisted in decorating over the past couple of days, especially Beth and Stuart, thank you, and an extra special thanks to Millie and Steve, who spent hours toiling with us during the chutney chopping marathon this summer. And that's what you can see in front of you for the male favours to take home, 20 kilograms of chutney. We do hope you enjoy it. Some jars may have been opened. It's certainly delicious from our opinion. Steve Pennells, thank you very much for fashioning the cake stands, the pork pie stands, all of the starter board stands that you see in front of you. Incredibly talented man, and we can't thank you enough. So you're a star, and they look great. So thank you.
Any furniture?
Sorry?
Furniture made.
Oh, and if you want any furniture made, this is your man. Sarah Dice, thank you for bringing your 1950s housewife magic to the floor arrangements. Gabby will never ever forget everything you've done to help us, so thank you. And I've only just seen the G&T that you've put on front of our ice bucket here. Oh my goodness, that is phenomenal. So thank you so much. Jason, for getting Gabby to the church on time, for looking after the whippets, and especially for shooting straighter than me so that we actually had some feathers for today. Over 75% of the ones here Jason provided, not me, so I'm not going to take the credit. Thank you so much. My ushers, Stuart and Steve, and my honour guard of Scott, Anna, Noah, Dan and Noah, Dan and Ben, headed up by George. You did a fantastic job. Thank you all so much. My best men, Hunter and Ben, we've both shared so much together in the past. Thank you for being here today, and for your kind words that I'm sure are about to follow. I know it wasn't easy for either of you to be here today, but please know that Gabby and I, we both truly appreciate it. It's great to see you both, and in anticipation that there may be not much left after today,
You've forgotten.
I forgot to put... We do have a present for you.
In Germany.
Which I will provide straight after the speeches have finished.
Flo's better than you.
Bugger. The maid of honour and flower girl, Gabby's sister B, and Gabby's niece Martha, thank you.
Yay!
Well done for learning to walk today. She was wonderful, so thank you. And last, but by no means least, the bridesmaids, Sarah and Lara. You both look fantastic. Sarah, you've been the most wonderful friend to Gabby. You share her sense of humour and have been such a huge support in both the professional and personal sense. How you managed to organise her hen do with a 7-month-old baby, another one on the way, whilst working full-time is beyond me, but I know that she had the most wonderful time and truly values you as a friend. So from us, thank you so much. And Lara, over there. Those of you that have seen Lara, I must mention Gabby used to be Lara's nanny when she was 18 months old. And apparently when she was about 3, she asked if she could be Gabby's bridesmaid when she grew up. Now I'm not sure about to whom she was referring. However, Gabby is now grown up enough to honour her promise to you, and it means a lot to us that you're here and you look fantastic, so thank you. Now the bridesmaids have already received another gift, but I would like to propose a toast to them, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you to be upstanding? The toast will be the bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids!
Bridesmaids! And the gentleman.
Are you still going, Tim?
Yes.
This is an epic.
That's normally at the end.
Now, I promise, I am just going to finish. I wanted to do that there because that kind of puts a line. I won't take up too much more of your time. However, it would
Tick
be
that
remiss
box.
of me not to mention my fantastic wife, Gabby.
You remembered, yay!
Gabby, you look truly gorgeous today. I love you with all my heart, and I feel privileged to be your husband.
They'll get you everywhere.
I honestly believe I have found my perfect match in Gabby. She's taught me so much and continues to do so on a regular basis. She's loving, thoughtful, and intelligent, and she's also not afraid to stand up to me when I deserve it. And as hard as it is for you all to believe, on occasion I do warrant that. She's made me a better person and brings out the best in me, and actually I love her even more for that. During the mandatory pre-wedding workshop, several things are discussed as essential in a relationship. Compromise is one of these. But what is compromise? We had this discussion. A dictionary definition of compromise is a settlement of differences in which each side make concessions. Gabby's slightly more simplified definition is a solution where both parties are happy. When we discussed this, my immediate thoughts using Timmy logic were, well, as I'm only happy if Gabby's happy, compromise equals always making Gabby happy. And I thought I might have my work cut out in the future. And when we discussed it, it appeared Gabby was thinking along the same lines. However, her with regards to making me happy. So if we're both happiest when we make each other happy, it's got to be a recipe for success. Since deciding to marry Gabby, I never had any doubts I was making the correct decision. My chosen profession does not lend itself to standard family routine. However, Gabby has accepted this and has been incredibly supportive, despite the increasing demands from her own profession. She's a fantastic cook and baker, and has certainly upheld the way to a man's heart is through his stomach saying, yet for some reason we've still managed to lose weight. There's got to be a book deal in there somewhere. The countryside is a shared passion for us, and we've spent many happy and sometimes more testing days walking our dogs, going to game fairs and shooting together. Many of our shooting friends are here today and will have seen Gabby out in some hideous weather conditions, including the day of our engagement. However, she rarely complains in public and always manages to look great, maintaining her position as shoot totty, or shotty as we like to call it. There were jokes when we started dating that accompanying me was a test. However, now it's more common for Gabby to kick me out of bed at the start of a day to go than vice versa. And I never enjoy a day more than those that we share together. Gabby, you're fantastic, and I cannot wait to start our new life together. Well, I feel that I've forced you to listen to me for too long now, and I'm going to sit down and allow you to hear what Hunter has to say. However, one brief parish notice. When we finish here, we would like you to participate in the clay shooting and potentially a photo booth, we'll see how that one goes, and ferret racing outside and just through the door there. Please do have a flutter on the ferret racing and dig as deep as you can, as all profits are going to be split between the Avon Valley Ferret Rescue, a charity close to Gabby's heart, as one of her old ferrets was adopted by them, and Hounds for Heroes, a great charity supporting our wounded servicemen.
Hounds for Heroes.
Hounds for Heroes. Thank you very much.
We said hamsters for heroes.